Hi, Professor. This is Daniel Lee. My role in this negotiation is the professor. My partner is Jiwei, Jiwei the student. And just before this negotiation, I have my biggest question is how Jiwei helped my assistant to recover those data that I lost. And I'm very curious about this point. Uh, but I know that this is an interview. Although I am curious about it, but maybe we should done this interview part first. So at the beginning of our interview, we just talked about the research experience of Jiwei. He has researched abroad, and I shared my experience with to Jiwei. I think I'm very appreciate to him. And then we talked about some other things about academies or academic part. So just when we finished our interview, and I start to raise my question, I say that my assistant told me that you helped her with the recovering of the lost chapter, and I want to express my thanks to you. But also, I'm very curious about how you helped her to recover those data. I just asked him directly because before this negotiation, I have thought in my assistant's perspective and also in Jiwei's perspective. Uh, I think my assistant know that this data is secret, so I didn't expect it that my assistant will just asked the Jiwei to help in the writing process. I didn't expect it. So my original thought was maybe Jiwei is so excellent in academy, or he's a very good student. So maybe he and my assistant just paraphrase our research, or just do some further research based on the data that we have recovered, and they write this chapter with their effort. Yeah, I think maybe the reason is just because Jiwei is so excellent, and he has a talent in research, and he helped my assistant. I think that's my thought. So when I raised this question, and Jiwei just uh, told me directly how he helped my assistant to write my paper, and I think Jiwei is so was so honest in this process. Uh, that is beyond my imagination. Yeah. Then after his words, I know that actually Jiwei is the writer, the author of this chapter. Actually, mm, this is a little bit beyond my expectation, and I was quite surprised. I didn't imagine this before the conversation, but also I expressed my thanks to Jiwei, and then Jiwei said that he know that my assistant was very busy, and so maybe she don't have enough time to just cover the whole process of the writing. So my assistant asked Jiwei to help, and Jiwei asked me to not to blame my assistant. Yeah, because my assistant just she didn't have other choices. She was very busy, and Jiwei also know that his work is should be in a secret, and this work should be finished by my assistant on her own. And so I think that's all about this conversation. And I think actually just withhold some information, or just don't speak out the fact is not equal to dishonest. It is not lying. Because so for example, if I didn't ask this question directly, if I just express my thanks to you, I think, yeah, thank you, Joey, you've done a great job, and thank you in helping my assistant to recover this data. And Joey say, yes, is you're welcome, and it did take us a long time to recover this data, and fortunately it worked. And although Joey didn't tell me the truth, I think it is not dishonest because I didn't ask this question, and so he can just don't speak out the truth. But if like I did in this process, I asked Joey directly, so how you helped my assistant to recover the data? I think if Joey said don't, but if Joey didn't tell me that he helped my assistant, he said that it is my assistant recovered this data on her own. I think maybe this is like lying, because I asked you how you helped me, how you helped my assistant to recover the data, but you just lied to me. You said it's on her own, the work. So I think this is lying. And actually, I think Jiwei is in a struggle because it is because of my assistant's recommendation that Jiwei came to have the opportunity for this interview. So Jiwei is very thankful to my assistant, and of course he don't want me to blame my assistant, yeah, because this is a secret, maybe she will be blamed by me seriously. And they are good friends, so I think I can understand his feeling, and I can understand maybe Joey don't want to tell me the fact, but if he lied to me, I think this is another situation. And next is about my strategy. I think I didn't expected the process is so complex like this. But I think my strategy works. Just don't raise this question directly, and we can talk about other topics, and then after we're all relaxed, and then I just raise my question. And also after I know the answer, I know what you will rate as a student. I think maybe I should not ask this question so directly, just spend more words on the recover process, express my thanks, and then just ask this question not so directly. And maybe Jiwei will tell me more about it. And finally, I think yeah, that this is a part of speaking our native language. Actually, I don't know if you remember that Jiwei and I are in the same room with you. We're not in assigned to a separate room. We had some trouble in it, so finally, Jiwei asked you, can we just practice this in the main room with you? And then we just did this conversation in the main room, me, Jiwei, and you. So we don't have the opportunity to speak Chinese, although we are all native Chinese speakers. We speak Chinese just after our conversation. Yeah, we have nothing to say, and I think at that time you're uh, looking at other students. Yeah, you're in the separate rooms, so then we talked in Chinese, and or talked in something just beyond this class about his Jewish situation. Uh, he's in the, because not in Chinese. Yeah, something about Jewish situation. And actually, I can give you an example beyond this class. Just in PADM 5009, the career management course for Millie. Yeah, she asked she asked us to do practice behavior interview, and so two students become a part, and they just be the interviewer and interviewee in turn. So this is a practice, and in this process my partner is Xiao Chen. Yeah, Xiao Chen is also a Chinese student, so we are both Chinese. We are both Chinese native speakers, and in this practice process we talk mostly in Chinese. Yeah, we speak a little about in English. I do think when there's no other people in the room, we are tend to speak Chinese instead of English. I think, yeah, I think it's can't avoid this. I think because we're both more comfortable in Chinese. Yeah, we're both me and Xiao Chen. We are the we didn't come to America. We finished our undergraduate in China, so we are not so fluent in English. It's not comfortable for us to speak in English. So when I know that my partner is also Chinese, we both agree to speak in Chinese. I think this this is like unavoidable because we are both more comfort in Chinese. Although we all know that we should talk in English, this is a good opportunity for us to practice our English and prepare for our future interview. But I think it's unavoidable for us to use Chinese. And that's all. Thank you.